say Julia is probably one of those really strong, quiet types of leaders. She is one of those people that really surprises you with the strength of her ability to lead a group of people. She worked as a desk clerk for me in Cole Hall, where I'm the hall director, and one day quietly asked me if I would be the advisor for Alpha Phi Omega, which is the organization for which she's the president. The first time that I had the opportunity to really see her in action as president of this organization, which is a service fraternity on campus that has nearly 100 students at each chapter meeting every week, she commanded the attention of these students. I think the area that I've seen her grow the most this year is probably in her ability to handle the confrontation and conflict that arises within the organization. As a student teacher this past semester, she's really had to find her own limits and boundaries of what she can and cannot handle as the president, but she's found a way to really encourage and empower all of these other executive board members to find their own power to confront these conflicts and to kind of work through and find solutions on their own. So to me, empowering others, that speaks tremendously of what a true leader really is.
When I think of Anna as a leader, or for that matter, when I think of Anna as a person, and it's hard for me to make the distinction between Anna as a leader and Anna as a person, because I think she has such natural leadership abilities that I just always sort of think of her in that capacity. But when I think of Anna as a leader, there are three things that come to mind. One is her enthusiasm. Anna, when she attacks something, she is wildly enthusiastic, and she can get other people to be wildly enthusiastic too. I remember days in the critical thinking class that she had with me many moons ago now, but there were days, that these classes were so long and the material that we were dealing with was pretty complicated. And by the end of the class, some people had just kind of lost their stamina, but Anna could get in there, and usually she could rally the troops, as it were. She could get people to continue to engage and to grapple with the material just because she was so wildly enthusiastic about it. And as a teacher, I loved having Anna in class because she has that ability. I am a better teacher, I'm a better person for having the opportunity to work with Anna these past few years. And so Anna really deserves all of the appreciation that she's getting today. Congratulations, Anna. I'm humbled to work with you.
Cody has served in a variety of different leadership positions on campus, and during 2013, I had the opportunity to work with him when he served as an orientation leader. One of Cody's strengths is quickly connecting to others, and in an orientation setting, which is pretty stressful for our students and guests, this worked to Cody's advantage. In fact, I believe Cody thrived in this environment. On many occasions, I watched Cody calm the nerves of someone that he was interacting with. He was able to alleviate stress and create a welcoming atmosphere for the participants. When he engages in conversation, he truly listens to what others are saying. He hears really what is going on behind the words and then goes out of his way to provide the resources and support to make sure that whatever problem or issue is going on is solved. Cody's had quite a few opportunities to supervise and mentor a group of his peers as well. This can be a pretty stressful situation, but I think that it's something that Cody is motivated by. He's able to enable others to act, never asking someone to do something that he wouldn't do, and pushes others to achieve expectations and goals. Cody, it's been a pleasure working with you, and I'm excited to see what your future holds.
When I think of a leader, I think of someone who is a change agent, someone who inspires those around them to be better, someone who is committed to their values, and to standing up for what is right, even if it's the unpopular thing to do. Someone who's reliable, who mentors others. All of these characteristics remind me of Kim Zaccaro. She has stretched herself to become involved and engaged and to get out there and solve problems and impact her community instead of sitting on the sidelines. She's inspired those around her to take action. She's stood up for what is right, and really helped our community become better than it was when she started 4 years ago. We're going to miss her, but we're very excited to see where she heads as a student affairs professional. She's going to do great things for our field as she heads to Ball State, and I can't thank her enough for her contributions to our community. and to those around her. Kim, you have truly made BGSU a better place. Thank you for all you have done, and congratulations on completing the Leadership Certificate program.
So I've known Brandon Swope now for 2 years. Brandon was actually one of the first students I had the opportunity to meet when coming to Bowling Green. He was part of my professional interview process here. And in those 2 years, from sort of that first interface moment prior to my being here to today, thinking about Brandon's growth and development as a leader, he has really developed his own style and approach to leadership. His biggest philosophy is that leadership needs to be about family, and that building that family is key to him. Through the certificate program and this opportunity to really put pen to paper on what he's done, I think for him has definitely empowered him in his leadership and his ability to be a leader for others and with others.
I've had the pleasure of knowing Mike for the past 3.5 years. During this time, I've watched Mike experience a variety of different opportunities, all with the common thread of serving and supporting others. Simply put, serving others is something that Mike loves to do, and his passion for doing so is contagious. When thinking of Mike and his leadership style and philosophy, the words of humility, follow through, and empowerment come to mind. Mike is very comfortable leading from behind. He has a keen understanding of the importance of stepping back, letting others step forward, and supporting from behind and stepping in when needed. He does important work here on and off campus, but never asks for recognition. He does what he does truly because he enjoys it. Mike's ability to empower others is inspiring. Whether it's in orientation, AFIO, peak mentoring, or a variety of the other opportunities that he's involved in, I've witnessed Mike build leaders. He empowers others to reach their potential by supporting them, believing in them, and giving them the appropriate amount of tools and support to help them get to where they're trying to go. Mike, I'm so proud of you and all that you've done here on campus, and really looking forward to what you do in the future. Thanks for all you've done here.
Shonda Brown is a student leadership assistant in the Center for Leadership, and I've had the pleasure of working with her throughout this entire school year. So I'm her supervisor there, and I have really enjoyed watching the growth that I've seen in Shonda throughout this school year. I've also really loved just seeing the way that she's impacted this campus, and I very quickly noticed that Shonda is someone who cares about her community and is not afraid to do what needs to be done to make a difference, even if it's not the popular choice, even if it's not easy. She's going to do what needs to be done to make our community more inclusive, just generally more impactful. As a school, she really cares and is willing to do what it takes to make a difference. And I think probably my favorite moment that I think shows all of that would be when the incident happened on Twitter in the fall semester, that kind of led to the call to action that was formed. I was right in the room when Shonda was kind of processing all of that and watching her really kind of think through that and pull together her resources and her friends and her coalition to make call to action happen with other student leaders was a really amazing thing to watch.
When I think about Candace, instantly I remember first meeting her in July of 2010 when she arrived for the summer program. She was unsure and wide-eyed and really shy. And throughout the summer we were really worried if she would be able to transition into the program. Since that time, Candace has grown into a leader who cares about other people, who's become confident. She's a true builder of consensus, focusing heavily on relationships, and was able to assume one of the biggest roles in her cohort as the coordinator for their retreat. And in that position, I just watched her flourish. I watched her understand how to hold people accountable without taking things personally, which was a big development for Candace, recognizing that not everything was a reflection of her and being able to inspire people and demonstrate passion. And now in her senior year, she's getting ready to go on to be a teacher, and I'm proud to have had the opportunity to be a part of her time here at BG.
I have known Lauren Brunswick now for 2 years. She's so thoughtful and compassionate about what she does. She always wants to reach out to people, find new ways to do things, and always give it her best. I don't think she's ever been satisfied with less than her best. You know, Lauren will always be a student who stands out to me as someone who really cares not only about herself and her development as a student, but how she's impacting people around her, sharing her experience, finding her voice in how she serves others. It's been a real privilege to not only work with her as an advisor, but work with her as a mentor in the Leadership Certificate program. And so I am so proud to be part of this opportunity for her to see everything that Lauren has accomplished.